course, combining woods to make guitars, the back, one thing, sides another, etc. This gives different sound and different tone. So I wanted to watch attentively what Maestro Samoji explained there. He's a very learned person, and this has to do with physics and with the art of guitar making. And of course with the privilege of playing such a modern, updated, revolutionary guitar as this AGR. And what is this idea for? What is the reason why combinations of wood is some very interesting option we have there now thanks to AG.
This sophisticated and expensive device is a series of rubber bands and an iron weight on the bottom. The principles of physics that this can illustrate are that if this hand were to be the top and this rubber band the air mass and this mass the back, then usually the back is a heavier, denser, more massive wood than the face. So this example would be true to that. Now, the intelligent guitar maker will try to figure out how the top and the back will function in tandem, because it's the relationship of one to the other that will determine how successful an air pump you've made. We learned this experiment in high school physics, where if you have an arrangement like this, you could just, really drive the guitar top with a lot of energy, and it'll make very little difference to what the back is doing. It's mostly inert. But at the right frequency relationship, a rather small amount of drive from this end translates into considerable increase of efficiency in driving this member. This is what the guitar top and the guitar back do with each other. So it's incumbent on the maker to try to figure out what the resonance relationship of those plates ought to be to one another. Because if you miss it, then you'll get something that really wastes a lot of the energy. It's tricky. It takes years sometimes to zero in on that. But everybody who's serious about this will wind up going in this direction. Now, people like me, fortunately, find this actually interesting. It will be deadly boring to a lot of people. I want to illustrate one more thing.
So, this thing here, what means is that difference in the back and sides is not just to create a look or combining, it just not looks nice, but this thing here creates different sounds. For instance, this Cocobolo rosewood with eucalyptus. So it will be bouncing, sound will be bouncing on the clear back of eucalyptus. And then this here we have rosewood with maple. So male, female kind of thing. Fantastic combination. This is what you can do with creativity and with the art that people have. Obviously, Movingi and Brazilian rosewood. This is two different things. Then here we have the purple heart, beautiful natural purple heart with eucalyptus sides. So this is the opposite to the previous example, what we saw before. And here we have eucalyptus with Brazilian tulip wood, with another kind of rosewood, which is lighter or has a brighter tone. So it's not just to create a look of it, but this actually in sound does affect how it will sound the guitar. And it's a great idea to harness these factors. Here we have a fantastic guitar of Cocobolo rosewood and maple. So in this case it will have a very bright sound, also because sound is bouncing on the maple, which provides this brightness. A fantastic thing. Here you can see Maestro Samoji is one of the very expert people who has really learned. And just to show you, this is how much does he charge for a guitar. So it's a great luthier in America and a very cultured man. Therefore, this explanation has a lot of value, and in fact, in the name of tradition, if we said, oh, we want only one thing, yeah, I like traditional guitars translation. I haven't tried any, I don't know anything else than that, because once you can see what kind of colors in tone and the sound variations you can get out of these combinations, then the so-called traditional speech doesn't mean anything, because this thing is also there, and it's a fact that you can harness it.